Listen, I never thought that I would marry an introvert. And I'm just going to be honest, he's everything on my do not want list. Like the exact opposite of what I wrote when I was 16. And I'm like short and fat, and I didn't want somebody tall and skinny. He's tall and skinny. I'm like, well, great. We're that couple when we walk around. And then like, I didn't want somebody with facial hair. He's got a massive beard. Didn't want somebody with long hair. I'm telling you, like, all the things. Didn't want somebody that liked motorcycles or tattoos or wrestling. And he's like, I love all of those things, And so I'm sitting here going, what is it on my list that you qualified with? And the one thing that I can consistently see is he's everything that I didn't want, but everything that I absolutely needed. Everything I needed. And I think that a lot of people that are in the dating pool right now or that are in new marriages don't realize that maybe their spouse is exactly what they need. And it's not about your wants a lot of the times. It really isn't. Like sometimes we don't even know what is best for us. But if we trust that God does, he gives us that person that'll be with us that can actually sharpen us. And it is a sharpening. Sharpening is not something that's flu and just fun all the time. Sharpening is actual grinding of it. And I found that the things that grind against each other actually solidify and forge something really strong with us. The thing that you just heard him say is, I'm not standing in God's way. I can't find another person. I don't care if you're extroverted or introverted or whatever your personality type is or anything that you claim. If you don't have that in you to go, God's will above my own will, then that's the thing that makes me go, I don't think I can do that life with this person. But the thing that I didn't care what his personality was or how different or clashing we may be of our styles or preferences, the fact that he yielded to the Lord always was the thing that made me most attracted to him. I was like, look, I see this guy. This is foreign for him, but he's consistently pressing into places that are difficult. Or he's always saying yes to God. Like, I've never heard him once destroy a dream of mine. Never. And I've heard every Sunday school teacher at some impasse tear me down, whether they knew it or not. Just by a little phrase or a nuance or a nod of their head or a, that'd be nice. Like, I get your sarcasm. But this guy that doesn't even know Jesus until he's later on in life, wasn't raised in the church and, all these different things that could hold him back and make him a wallflower and introverted. He's like, hey, if God's saying do that, go. And I'm like, that's freeing. You know what I mean? Like that right there. I want to be with somebody that says that. As a matter of fact, before we started dating, we were on a college trip that weekend. And the whole weekend was talking about our dreams and trusting God with our dreams, right? And we had an egg as an illustration that the guys had to care for an egg and the girls had to care for an egg. And whoever was able to build something out of popsicle sticks and bubble wrap to protect their egg, we were going to launch them. And whoever's egg survived or experienced the least amount of damage was the winner. So it was competitive. And I'm like, yes. Well, little did we know, he was taking over the guy's egg building because he was like, I got this. He built like a cage for it with bubble wrap and popsicle sticks. And mine, I thought, well, let's just put like a parachute on it, right? Because if it drops, it'll float. That's all the small, that's my, brilliant ideas. So we're laughing and talking about these eggs and these dreams. And everybody in our college group that weekend had kind of split up and done different activities in our free time. And we're sitting together on this little park bench. And he could tell I was visibly upset about something. And he was like, hey, what's wrong? What are you thinking? And I just said, I just want to let you know that I'm not giving up my dreams for anybody. Like, I told him that from the beginning. We weren't even dating. Like, I just looked at him and was like, I think this is kind of heading this way, but I just want to let him know that I'm not giving up my dreams for anybody. And he looked at me and he made it very personal. And he goes, did I ever ask you to give up anything for me? And I was like, well, smooth operator. All right. I was like, okay, no, you didn't. And he was like, no, I would want to see whatever God wants to do in your life. And so that was something that drew me to him. And then, cashing in on that 5 years ago, 15 years married, to see that we've got 2 kids that are 5 and 6 years old. I've been the stay-at-home mom, and now the tables have turned and opportunities knocking and doors are opening. Is he really going to make good on what he said 15 years ago? And here's somebody that goes, I'm not going to stand in the way of God. We obviously see it's happening. Go. Like that quality, I don't care who you are or who you're dating. If you don't have the quality that yields yourself to the will of God, get out. Because that person 15 years down the road is still going to be stubborn and obstinate. And 20 years down from that, even more so. And I wish that people knew going into marriage, the secret sauce is yielding. That's all it is. It's somebody that continually says, not mine, but his, ultimately. And then in the worst days, not me, but you. When you need it, let's go. If you could do that, man, that's a great marriage. I really don't care whatever else happens. You can weather it as long as you have that.